an investigator probing Jay Slater's disappearance, has received a deluge of tip-offs about the missing teen. Former Detective Mark Williams-Thomas says his new focus is tracking down those who had direct contact with the 19-year-old before he vanished. Mark, who worked on the Madeleine McCann case, is not involved with the official police-led search for Jay. It is unclear how much involvement he has with Jay's family, who are also in Tenerife. Mark said today, "I am grateful for the huge response from the public with information about Jay Slater. My focus now is on those who had direct contact with Jay in the days leading up to and on the night and morning of his disappearance, or if you were in the area of Masca. I am also interested to hear from anyone who at any stage spoke to or saw the two men that Jay went back to the rental apartment with." On Wednesday, Mark revealed descriptions of two mystery men Jay partied with before he disappeared. After going to a rave that finished in the early hours of June 17, Jay headed to Masca with two British men he had met that night. He shared a final Snapchat from their airbnb of a hand holding a cigarette at 7:30 Jay, then tried to make his way back to his holiday accommodation, an 11-hour walk away. But at around 8:50, he made a final frantic call to friend Lucy, telling her he was lost in the middle of nowhere with no water and had just 1% battery on his phone. Mark believes the two men are key witnesses and claimed both of the men are black and in their 30s or early 40s. They are said to be from Luton, Bedfordshire, with one going by the nickname Johnny Vegas. Neither of them are believed to have been to the NRG Music Festival, where Jay spent the day partying before he vanished. One of the men was described as around 6 feet tall, quite stocky, with short dark hair. He was seen wearing an orange wristband and drank Hennessy cognac on the night where he was with Jay. Mark has said he will release an image of one of the men if they refuse to come forward and help in the investigation. The men spoke with the Lancashire teen outside the Papagayo nightclub on the Strip last Monday morning before driving him back to their accommodation, Mark claimed. He added, "The family are desperate for these men to come forward as witnesses. They are not currently assisting." The group sat outside on the wall outside the club after the night ended. Witnesses say he seemed quite in control of himself. "What we don't know is why he went with them." The men were only in Tenerife for a couple of days before traveling back to Luton Airport this week. The Sun revealed on Tuesday that British cops were yet to quiz the two men despite investigators still searching for more leads. Mark continued, "When Jay got back to their place, he made a number of phone calls to friends and was jovial and upbeat. There is a drugs fraternity here in Tenerife. I can't say if it has an influence, but it is obvious to see." Detectives and rescue crews have been working tirelessly for 12 days to try and find Jay, with the search sparking worldwide concern. The owner of the airbnb, where the men stayed, said she has given all the information she had to the police. Ophelia Hernandez, who owns the holiday let, revealed they were friendly, booked several days at the cottage, and spent a lot of time inside the property. It comes as the search for Jay has honed in a series of barren caves further along the desolate rural Destino Park. Rescue crews had been scouring a 2,000-foot ravine in the mountainous terrain. They have now shifted their focus to caves near Los Carrizales, around an hour and a half on foot from the airbnb Jay went to with two men. Los Carrizales is a small hamlet not far from Masca in the Tino Mountains, but police sources have warned that it is very unlikely Jay has survived if he got lost in the mountains. Yet authorities have said there are no plans to put a stop to the search yet, despite no signs of the 19-year-old.